Good afternoon, Wayzata Orono and Long Lake. I'm Sun Sailor Community Editor Jared Huzengay. Today is Friday, February 6th. In today's webcast, we'll be taking a look at a few events taking place in the area this weekend. First off is the Wayzata Chamber of Commerce's 25th annual Chili Open on Lake Minnetonka. Golfers will tee off in groups of 12 to 20 on one of two 9-hole golf courses at either 11:30 a.m. or 1 p.m. In addition to the golf, the Chili Cookoff will return for 2009 and will be housed in the 19th hole. Chili will be served 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. with judging taking place at noon. Northcoast, Sunsets, Wayzata Bar and Grille, and Woody's Grill will all take part in the competition. The cost of the event is $35 per golfer and includes one 9-hole round of golf, a Chili Open 25th anniversary winter hat, games and prizes at each hole, and live music, and all-you-can-eat chili at the 19th hole. Also taking place on Saturday will be the Orono PTO's Fun Fest and Medallion Hunt, which gets underway at 11:45 a.m. at Orono Middle School. The festival, which is titled Sports Mania, will run noon to 4 p.m. and will feature special appearances by local sport celebrities, silent auctions, raffles, a carnival, games, a cakewalk, and lots of food. Proceeds will be used to support the instructional programs at Schumann Elementary and Orono Intermediate Schools. Admission is free and the public is welcome. I had a chance to sit down this week with Long Lake resident Terry Esau as he was preparing for Saturday night's first Nudge the World event. Terry plans to hold these events a few times a year and landed a pretty big fish for his first time out. Paul Young, author of The Shack.
Nudge the World is going to be an event where what I want to do is find artists who have a faith-based thing built into their art. In fact, a poet friend of mine calls it art that is informed by faith and faith that is animated by art. And to get various artists who don't, just say, here are all the answers, but they're the kind of artists who ask questions and make you think. And so that this first event's going to be fun because Paul Young, the author of The Shack, I don't know, The Shack is like this publishing phenomenon. This guy wrote this book for his, never intending actually to write a book. He wrote the story for his kids. And then people started reading it and they'd say, you should try to get this published. Sent it off to a bunch of publishers. They all rejected him. A couple of his friends said, this is too good. And they got some money together and they printed 10 or 11,000 copies of it. Started selling them out of their trunks and stuff. That was 1.5 years ago. And now I think it's close to 3 million. There are no advance ticket sales. It's going to be $10 at the door. I'm telling people, the place holds about 2,000, but I don't know. I've been getting emails and calls from North Dakota and Wisconsin, and there are people who are bringing, we're bringing our church, or we're bringing our book club, or so I'm just telling people, show up early.
It appears the Hennepin County Medical Center will be hit particularly hard this year with reduced revenues due to the slumping economy. So what impact will that have on the center, which treats all comers whether insured or not? Hennepin County Commission Chair Mike Opat gave this analysis.
We teach doctors over there, that costs money. We treat people who don't have any insurance. We don't ask them if they have insurance, if they're sick when they come in the door. We treat them. We try to collect from their insurance company. We try to enroll them in a public pay program. We try to have them self-pay if they can afford it. But at the end of it all, we're going to treat sick people. So when it comes up short, we backstop the hospital with property tax. That's been running in the $20 to $30 million per year range, much better than it is around the other parts of the country where it can be. My uncle had a home in Florida where his share of the public hospital down there on his property tax bill, the line item was $434 a year. So I think people up here are probably paying less than $50 a year, but it isn't broken out that way. But I think we could see that potentially go to 30 to 40, 50, or $60 million, and then it's going to be tough. But we're a civilized people here. We're going to treat sick people, and we're not going to treat them exorbitantly, but we're not going to have people walking around with broken legs because they can't afford, because the hospital turned them away. One, we can't do that, and two, we won't do that.
You can read a full account this week of OPAT's interview in most printed editions of Sun newspapers published in Hennepin County. For Wayzata Today and MN Sun, I'm Jared Huzengay, and I'll see you next week.